Hello. My basically co-host at this point, Theo, has been convincing me to do more tier slop. This will go on the second channel, but I will be putting it in the Discord server. This will be a current meta tier list. I haven't done one in a minute, and I think the meta's changed a good bit. We've had some balance patches. There's some new characters. I did hit Universal, and I've beaten Universal players. Theo is almost Universal. We've beaten some of the top players, Blusharu, Kamiz, Water. Who else have I beaten in ones? Basically everyone but Hubert, Matt, and JTL I've beaten in ones. I beat Monkey Man. Uh, I think I've beaten basically everyone else. So I'd say I'm like pretty qualified. I've got, I think I'm level 160, even though levels don't mean anything. It's just I got a lot of playtime. I've diffed Xander. You can go watch the video of me beating Xander. I played Virgil into his Dante pre-nerf. And then I beat his Luffy in threes in an upcoming video. That's a lot of yap to say I'm a decent player. And Theo is around my skill level. Although I think I'm better in ones and Theo is better in teams. Mu- okay, whatever. Um, I I guess I can just start with. I mean, I'm supposed to wait for Theo because they're not here just yet. Although they had to throw their 2 cents in from across the room, but whatever. I can just throw like one person in each tier just to get a feel for the tier list. Jinkai's the worst character in the game. He's a joke character. Um, where is David? David's very clearly S tier right now. Uh, there's basically nothing that can stop him unless they're really bad with him. I think a good A tier would be.
Hi.
Oh, hello. I decided to tackle this tier list a little differently. I'm gonna put one person in each tier at the start, just to like get a feel for the tier list.
Okay, I see you. So like, okay. Also for the record, if you put like someone in in like S tier, they're like top five meta. Okay.
Yeah, like
If
if
you put
you
someone in C tier, what would you describe that as?
like average, like you'd see like a gold player do well on this character, but like they're not gonna run lobbies.
Cool.
A tier would be like really strong but has some flaws. B tier would be overall good but can't compete against the S tiers. And then D tier would
Also,
just be bad.
it, just for the record, guys, there's not much of a difference between a lot of the S tiers and A tiers. It's just S tiers have little to no counterplay.
I think
If you
a,
want to counter David in threes and fours, you essentially can't because they can easily run away from you and disrupt opponents' combos.
I think a good A tier would be Luffy. Um, Luffy has a
Yeah.
very good base. He has a lot of knockback, so it's kind of hard to combo with. In an upcoming video, you'll see my secret Luffy playstyle that I dominate with. But he's got a very good base, in my opinion. He's got a lot of hyper armor. He's got good damage. Hockey is such a good move. And then he's got an insane awakening. King Cobra being like an 80% move on a 20-second cooldown, three auto track moves, and then Gatling is like an insane AoE. Does 1.6 per tick.
I think we should go and make this video long to describe characters' strengths and weaknesses, unless you want to do that in another video.
I mean, I'm good with yapping. I don't have anything better to do.
I think we just do that in a separate video and then upload it on a later day.
Okay, but
We could do that after this though. So I think for B tier we should put Z Goku. I think Z Goku's like he's sort of the face of the game.
well,
Other
if
than
we're
people in
putting Z
thumbnails.
Goku in B, I feel like he'd be towards the top of B. He's a very strong
Yeah.
character. The bad thing about Z Goku is that his awakening is kind of dick. He has a very strong
So,
base kit.
so Goku's base kit is essentially built on comboing.
For the
M-
record, I
Um,
think he has an A tier base, but like a C or D tier awakening.
I think yeah, I could probably see that. I think he gets averaged out. I think he has an A tier base, but it's low A, and I think he has a B tier awakening, but it's low B. So I feel like it sort of balances it out.
Yeah, we'll keep him in the mid to high B range.
I'm getting cold. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Just go on the fang or something.
I'm trying to think of a C tier. Do I do it to him? Oh wait. I think Tanjiro would be a fine C. Uh, uh, where is like, you know what? This is gonna be a hot take, but I think Naruto is C tier in the current meta. His hyper armor got gutted. He only has armor on Odama right now. He still has a very strong awakening, but his base kit's like super ass. What's like a D tier? I think it. People are gonna tell you that Broly's not D tier. His base kit is fine. Like it's nothing crazy. It's fine. He's got 4 guard breaks, guys. But you can PB ball. You can get away from Key Blast. You basically just have to run away from the grab. And then what's anger is just ass. That move is really only used to get his awakening. And he can get his awakening on 200 points. But the thing is that his awakening is so dick, it doesn't really matter.
I think Broly is a bomb for awakening. I don't care if it has higher damage than other awakenings. It's got long ass cooldowns and the hitboxes suck.
Yeah, and like Key Blast is fully blockable. The Mouth Beam is fully dodgeable. Um,
Also, I guess there's some cases where we'd say technically Broly's always better is like better than other ultimates, but he also has the environment change feature, which is cool. When the game was in beta, but now people can just hide behind it and Broly can't really do anything.
yeah, he's got a grab that does a lot of damage, but why are you getting grabbed? And then he's got the balls,
And
which
then the ultimate, by the way.
yeah. Now that I think, are you okay with Naruto and C? I did it while you weren't here, but
Yeah,
his base gets gutted, but he still has a decent awakening.
yeah, pretty much. His awakening, the chakra rods do really good DPS. His base isn't bad. It's just a lot worse than it used to be.
For the record, Rasen Shuriken can do like half your HP and it guard breaks, but the thing is, it has a really long startup, and it's cancelable by like anything. Like a Mirage Edge is canceling it, and then you're fucked.
Okay. Also, for the record, I don't know if you said this at the start. This is a meta tier list. So S tier is who you pick if you want to win very badly. A
Yes.
tier, who you want to pick if you like the character and you want to win. And B tier is just characters that you play for fun. And anything under that is probably you don't want to win.
No, listen.
C tier,
The way I look at tiers, S tier is damn near perfect. A tier is great. B tier is good. C tier is average. D tier is bad. F tier is unredeemable garbage. And I think that works for the current meta. Speaking of unredeemable garbage, I hate to do it to her. I really do. Um,
Okay, so for the record, because I got told this yesterday, Jean Grey sucks, but her pool is bugged, which is why it's not doing damage.
Matter of fact,
But this is current Jean, so we have to put her there. Um, if you're somehow, if you've never seen someone use the summer packs, Jean has an iframe move and she has a couple other moves. Her third move, which is the most important one, has a 1 minute cooldown, and it's like it's a move where you grab the opponent and pull them towards you. Only it doesn't do damage when you pull them, and it does 1 damage on a 60-second cooldown. So
Her only guard break is on a 60-second cooldown.
Yeah, and also her ultimate works similar to Virgil's, where the more damage you do, the more you gain, but you lose ult faster. The only problem is her pool and her skill 1 don't give her ult, so she just doesn't get long enough to live.
And the end of her ult kills her.
Oh, and even if you had the pool doing damage in ultimate, it probably wouldn't be enough, considering its cooldown still 50 seconds.
Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with Jean at the moment. I really like the way the tier list looks right now, but unfortunately, it's about to get ugly.
I think since this is meta, we should start from the top and work our way down instead of doing it at random.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
See my approach, yeah. So I don't think we have S tier in any order, by the way. We can. I think everyone at the front is like what the tier represents, not like who's the best in that tier.
I think S tier is perfectly represented by David right now. He's got a silly fucking awakening, and his base kit is a lot harder to counter now that you can't PB how to fly.
And even if you want to, you have to be pretty good, and you had to play against David a few times to learn how to PB it.
And you can't even do that anymore, and that was his biggest like flaw. And now he's just running lobbies. I don't know why more people aren't playing David. He's crazy right now.
I think our third show of meta is gonna be Ichigo.
You think Ichigo's S tier right now?
Most certainly. I think Ichigo is a demon no matter what game mode you play him in.
The thing is, Bankai is just so unbelievably strong. And I think I have to give it to him.
Yes, there is the bug where sometimes you don't get Bankai right off the bat. I'm pretty sure that's intentional.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
delayed
not.
by a few seconds, which means they can hit you and get rid of your Bankai, even if it's at full meter, which really pisses me off when I play Ichigo. But
It's annoying, but it makes the ult more skill-based, even though it's not hard to use at all. But yeah, Ichigo is the only one in the game with a true one-shot, I think, other than Ryder. Right? Maybe, that's just a statement, but like, you can
Gojo
iframe
Harpo
his one
Purple.
shot. Yeah, actually, and Vader's death thing. So he's one of the only true things that will kill you instantly. There's a thing you can do with Ichigo where you can wipe 2 stocks, and if you count 2 seconds after you wipe the second in Bankai, you can pop your Getsuga Tensho and kill him again, and they can't iframe it because as soon as they spawn in, they get hit by the blast. But if you don't do that, then there's stuff you can iframe it with, like Ghost Rider Skill Incineration, which will fully cancel it.
Yeah, you've got to. There's a lot of things you can do with Ichigo, though. He is insane. What's another? Are those all yet? No, forgot about you.
A lot of people don't agree with us, but well,
Olympus Blade.
not a lot.
Olympus Blade can fully drain ult. His Awakening 3 stocks. His base kit is unpredictable. If you say, oh, just predict Chaos Blades, die.
Okay. I'll go over briefly Kratos, and then I want to say something. So Kratos is the only person in the game who can drain and refresh except Ghost Rider, which is unfair since he drains it fully, and Ghost Rider doesn't do that unless you pop his ultimate with it. Actually, I guess it's the same thing for both of them. But Kratos stays in ultimate, so no. Medusa's head, it does 1 second stun. Does that matter? It's 40 damage, which gives you an extra dodge to catch up to them with an extra speedy ult. And it's spammable. Icarus Wings has the most movement in the game and is unblockable and almost unavoidable. Blades of Chaos has an insane hitbox, and Spartan Rage is kind of just there. But yeah. Ryder, I would put in S. Actually, no, I put Ryder in S tier. He doesn't even need sometimes S.
I'm fine with
the
that.
thing with Ryder, that's what I was going to get with. That's what I was going to talk about. Ryder is 100% current meta. Even if you're playing a pure hard character, you still lose. As long as like the only good counter to Ryder in my opinion is Superman. And I don't even think he full counters, but Superman's
I think
pure-hearted, and his awakening isn't that good to be called a good steal.
And I think S Goku is like a somewhat counter to Rider, just because the base gets kind of hard to fight. But uh,
So yeah, Ryder, he's probably the hardest character to fight in the whole game, and he will always steal your ultimate and use it for his own. Which, if you're balanced, is another stock for him. It's unfair. I think they should make a Ryder cap drain. Matt, if you're watching this, I think there should
yep.
be a cap to how much Ryder can drain with a bike. Maybe it's stupid though. I don't know. And I want to say
Don't
because
listen
this
to
was gonna
Theo.
make
Buff Rider.
I'm gonna say because it's gonna make people angry. I represent my S tier, and this tier list especially is what you pick if you want to win. So I think there should only be 5 characters in that. So I think Doom and Virgil go the top of A.
Oh, I wasn't gonna put Virgil in S, even if we were doing this normally. I don't think he's an S tier character. I've played enough Virgil to know he's not an S tier character. You can fight me on this. Void Slash is not a guard break. You can block the first hit and then get out of the second one. If you're getting guard broken by Void Slash, you're a fucking dumbass. Speed Slash is predictable, blockable. Mirage Edge is predictable and PBable. You can PB a Speed Slash too. His only good move is Skill 4. It's got a big hitbox and it's his only guard break. But it's on a 20-second cooldown. I think it might be 25 or something. But it's long enough to where you can almost have evade every time. So he has to find unique ways to engage, which takes time. Like, Virgil is not an easy character to play. I don't think he's brain dead easy like F4, David, or Kratos. His awakening is very strong, but you're not getting value out of Virgil awakening every time you pop it.
I disregard everything you said except the last thing, which is it's extremely hard. It's sometimes you can get value out of Virgil ult, but you will never get as much value out of a Virgil ult than you will as anyone in the S tier, and that's a fact. So if you don't agree, then you're wrong. Virgil, I've seen on a very very few rare occasions in FFA where he hasn't been targeted and has teamers get value out of his ultimate. Most of the time, he ends in 2 stocks.
David can take 3. F4 can black hole anyone who doesn't have evade for a guaranteed stock. Ichigo can take fucking infinite stocks. Kratos can take 3 and has some of the best abilities in the game. Ghost Rider can take 1 and drain all of your ult charge. Virgil sometimes takes 2.
Yeah, and if you stall him out with there's a clip on my YouTube channel. Yeah, watch it. I pop Virgil ult and I get stunned by Superman ult, stunned by Piccolo, and I lose all instantly.
Yeah, you can just perma-stun him. I'm pretty sure the animation for Penance Stare is longer than an entire Virgil Awakening if you don't land something.
It's close, but Penance Stare kills Virgil anyway, so... Yeah. And I know... can we just move on? I don't want to make people mad.
I do. Fight me. Let's see.
I think Doom is A tier. I
think he's
a lot of people want to put him S tier, and so do I. But I think S tier goes for the 5 people who have the highest chances at winning or the highest win rates.
I think Doom has a higher win rate than F4.
Yeah, but I also think S4 is easier. He's easier, spammier, and he can zone people out very well.
The thing is, in teams, you can jump Doom and he'll never get his awakening, and that's like counterplay that doesn't really exist for the S tier.
Yeah. The thing is, Doom does have counterplay. You can block his nullification, you can block his beam, you can block diplomacy, but you can't block the foot dive. And he has the drain. Wait, can you block the beam? I don't think you can. And plus his base ult is nothing higher than A tier. I think everyone in S has an S tier ultimate.
F4 doesn't really have an S tier ultimate. It's strong.
Yeah. F4 gets more carried by its like all-rounder type style than it does its ultimate.
And the amount of iframes F4 has makes me want to die.
I think Doom's very hard to play against, but I also don't think he has as good a rate to win as the top 5. But if this was an overall tier list, I think Doom would without a doubt be an S tier. But you have to understand the difference between meta win rates and overall how good they are.
If we're throwing things in A tier, I think Dante's a pretty solid A tier. He can go by
That's
his
what I was about to
brother.
say.
Um,
I think Dante goes higher than Virgil, though.
oh, I agree. Um, pre-nerf Dante, I fought with Virgil and I barely won against Xander. Um, but the thing is, Dante's Awakening is just better, and they made Infernal Rush guard break again for some fucking reason.
No,
So
Water tested it yesterday. He said it doesn't, so I don't know
I've
what's up
I've
with
had
that.
my guard broken by it. I don't know what
Yeah,
changed.
that's what I told them. Because I watched it on your stream as well.
Yeah,
I
you've
think it's
seen it.
with like, I think it's the same thing as Omniblitz, where if you don't put your block up in time, then you still get hit by it, and it's ridiculous because Infernal Rush does a quarter of your HP, and then you have to evade it, and if you don't, you get caught on 100-0.
And if you don't have evade, you're dead.
Yeah. Um.
Virgil, the thing about Dante is that his combos are guaranteed to kill you. If you get hit by Dante and it's not exactly Balrog and you don't have evade, you are fucking dead. I don't think that goes for many characters like to the same degree as Dante. It's so easy on Dante. It's kind of silly. Like I played a little
Yeah.
Dante to learn him just because I was bored. The character's insane, man.
For the record, by the way, Dante is the lowest of S tier if this is overall, but this is meta, and Dante ult can only do so much now with a full sync that doesn't kill.
Oh, did
So
they nerf full sync?
it doesn't kill.
How? Um,
It didn't kill since you couldn't pop the second one. But
I
yeah,
think
his three other moves carry the ultimate now. It's still OP.
Million
He
aerial
still has an extra
stab should
ultimate.
not do as much damage as it does. I'm sorry, Omet. I know you don't like people suggesting balance changes, but Million aerial stab needs a fucking nerf. I want that move gone, but don't listen to me. I'm a stupid lobotomite. Um, yeah, fuck me.
And
I,
then there's one character I want out of the way, and another character people are gonna say, oh, he's fucking A tier when he's not.
I just for an A tier in my eyes is Clanker. I think we can't put Clanker lower than A. Um,
Pre-nerf Ultron yet again would be the the highest of S actually.
current
There was
Ultron
zero counterplay.
Current Ultron isn't too hard to handle in ones since his HP is pretty fragile, but in twos and threes and teams in general and free for all, he's a fucking menace, man.
Remember when we said Ryder's the hardest person to deal with? Well, pre-nerf Ultron was about 3 times as hard to deal with.
And pre-nerf Ghost Rider was 1,000 times
And
harder to
Ultron
deal
in
with.
teams is as hard to maybe harder to deal than Ryder in ones. And
Yeah,
Ryder's a lot of iframes.
yeah, he's got three, right?
Yeah.
Well, three, and then if you don't cancel
And
bite,
his
it's
iframes are
four.
long as fuck. Except Chain, obviously. And Ultron also has iframes on 3 of his moves and can heal.
Yeah, he's really hard to handle. In
Okay,
teams, he's a demon, but in ones, he's kind of easy. I think he would be on the low to mid ranges of A in my eyes.
okay. And for the record, there's 3 more characters that can go in A tier.
I think S Goku's one of them.
Yes! S Goku, and the other one. S Goku Sephiroth.
I agree with Sephiroth. I think he's an A tier character.
I think Sephiroth has one of the highest pick rates. Put him above Dante actually for the ultimate. I see him win games non-stop. Above Luffy actually. If you want to win games, pick Sephiroth, please.
Yeah, Sephiroth runs lobbies.
If
Do I
unless
move?
you have like a raider or someone that can drain, Sephiroth's just menace. And then the other one I was going to put in A tier, who now I think should be in B tier, is MX.
Uh, I think
And
MX.
I think MX is only B now since a lot of people cannot play him very well. He can't have a high win rate.
Yeah, I think if we're talking about meta, I think MX is B tier. I think if we're talking like pure strength, MX is really high because, like the best MX player, I'm not gonna name him.
Shy.
Yeah, it's 3D. He will run lobbies if you let him play MX that
The
characters.
thing is, in a meta overall tier list, you have to have a good base and ult for a combination. Mario doesn't cut the base, he cuts the ult fine well for teams.
Okay,
And
just
then
for the
again, he
record,
dies after ult.
Mario does have a bad base, but it's annoying as shit to fight. If you fight a good Mario, you are not having a good time. It is so boring to fight Mario.
Also, whoever was gonna enter swap for MX was gonna be Ben 10, which I don't want to put him in A tier because
Benjamin
I
Tenjamin.
I don't know the last time I saw Ben 10 win a game. And I'm including
Um,
Xander because I never see him win with Ben 10.
so I saw Xander absolutely rock Kujay like 3 times in a row playing. Kujay played like 3 different characters, and he got 3 stocked by Ben. I think every time.
I did that too. It's funny. But yeah,
Alien X is a very strong awakening, and there's a lot of things you can do with Ben 10's base kit. Like,
yeah, again, I think overall Ben 10 is A, but Alien X's cooldowns
if we're
hold him
putting
back.
MX in B, I think we can put Ben in B. I think they're about the same.
Yeah.
They
I
both
think Ben's ult excels like MX's, but it's a tiny bit worse. And then the base I think is better than Mario, but also not too good, and it's counterable. And people don't utilize Heat Blast as well as it should be.
yeah, they're like if you want to just if you're picking up everything universal for the first time, I would not recommend Ben. There's a lot of things that go into playing him. I've seen a bunch of new players like pick up Ben because he's a legendary, and then get mad when they lose to lower rarity characters.
As much as I hate to say it, the best person to start with in EU is Goku. And if it's not Goku, it's Superman.
I think Superman's a
Yeah.
pretty easy start, but
I think that cuts it for A tier.
yeah, I think
So
that's
B
pretty solid.
so B tier is your 50 to 55% win rates.
I think
Obviously,
A tier would
obviously
be
no, we
like
don't have the stats for this. I'm just saying.
yeah, like
B,
what I would assume. Like I think everyone in A should have like a 60% win rate.
yeah, and I think B is 50 to 55 because you win games more often than not, but also you won't win against a lot of people. A lot of people in A and S.
Oh, oh, yeah. I think we can't put Vader lower than B.
I don't see Vader win a lot of games at all, and
No,
I
Vader
think he's good,
runs
but
lobbies. I don't think you understand. He's running lobbies right now.
I think he's good, but in teams I see a lot of counterplay on him.
Not Kuj. Blusharu is running lobbies with Vader, and Little is running lobbies with Vader. This character is really hard to fight.
Can we put 2099 in B? I just want to describe why I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, so as someone who plays 2099 now, I can confirm how annoying it is to go up against him. He's a Spider-Man with you could say more movement, but it's not really. If you're not like spot on with your PBs, Claw Strike is the most annoying move in the game, or like a top 5 annoying move. He wins a lot of his games because of Cannon Event. Cannon Event's uncounterable. You can win against any ult in the game with Cannon Event, with the only drawback of 2099 being his base and his other free moves aren't too good. You evade you evade the web demolish every time. Talon Blitz is a very good movement, and the choke slam is just good damage. So his ult's unavoidable. He can take about 2 stocks on other people, and he can cannon event an ultimate. And if you're in teams, he's really OP because you can cannon event an ultimate. They can get perma stunned, and your ult freezes while you're in the cannon event. So as long as you're not killing them, you can go and bully everybody else.
Yeah, I'd say 2099 is pretty strong. I'm looking for more BDs, more B tier characters. I think Superman is B in the current meta. Superman recently got nerfed for where his time and space you can't spam it as much, and that was really carrying him into A tier. His base is pretty predictable at a high level, and his ultimate, I mean, it still hits like a truck, but it's a lot easier to counter. And Multiverse Punch is at best a trade. But,
Yeah, with Superman, I would have put him in the highest of B, but pre-nerf. Now I think Superman ult sucks complete ass.
No,
As
it's
someone who's
still,
played him a bit, and I'm playing him for the tourney, I'm not excited to have him.
I think he's a good character for the record. I think his ultimate is not bad, but
I think his base is good. I don't think his ultimate's bad. I just think it's only average. And I barely ever hit people with multiversal punch. And
yeah.
sometimes you need to win games.
Um.
Now I think one more person who goes into B tier. I'm not saying only one person. I think there's 3 people who go into B.
Ooh, I forgot about you.
And no, 4.
I think Cyclops is B. He's the demon of
Oh, fine.
twos in teams. He can full heal his entire team, get them out of any situation. He's super fucking annoying. You can't hit him. He's got crazy mobility. He's got decent
I can
damage.
I can see one more pick people are gonna get mad at us for. So the characters that I think go into the rest of B are 2B, Omni Man, King Mickey, Stevie Vegeta, and Sailor Moon.
Um, I don't. I guess. For the
I
record,
don't want to put Sailor Moon in B tier. I want to put Sailor Moon in C tier. I think she's average. Actually, put in C tier. Put Sailor Moon in C tier.
Sailor Moon is strong. I think
She's strong. She's just not strong in a lot of game modes.
you also never see Sailor Moon. Like, there's two
Yeah.
Sailor
So
Moons.
to be fair to us guys, we don't play Sailor Moon too much. We don't see Sailor Moon, so maybe she could be bumped up to B, but she doesn't go into A or S.
Uh, hold on, I have an idea.
Not used enough. Oh yeah, fair.
You
Sailor
just
Moon, Atom Smasher, and Batman.
Well, Batman can actually be used at a pretty high level, but I think his win
Okay.
rate isn't going to be super
I think
high
it's
because a
always
bunch
C,
of
yeah.
he a good Batman can be like an A tier win rate. But the thing is, not a lot of Batmans are good. He's pretty difficult, and there's like 2 Batman mains. Atom Smasher is just bad.
And then there's
Um,
no ult, so I think we just secretly put Sonic in C tier so that we don't buff him again.
I think Sonic's.
I'm
I think
kidding.
Sonic and 2011 are ass.
Okay, I think 2011 needs a nerf to how much ult he loses since he's unplayable in teams. But as for his, okay, I think there should be nerfs to his hunt and then a damage nerf to some of his moves. So
Fun fact on 2011, even without using the hunt, you can win most fights against ultimates because his moves are so strong.
yeah,
I played against
um,
Nocturnus. I hopped on 2011X. I popped 2011 ult. He popped 2B ult, and I just fucking wall comboed him to death.
yeah, that tracks. I'm gonna explain B tiers. I'll let you explain Cyclops after I'm done because I don't have Summer's pack, so I'm biased to that. So to be on release would be A tier. She got her ult nerfed a bit. She still has the one shot. She's just not as good and not as viable as the people above her. And it's for that reason she has to stay down there. King Mickey's good, has a heal, but he doesn't excel in any stats really.
Um,
Uh, Omni Man would be higher if he had a fucking good ultimate. I'll stand by Omni Man has like a tiny bit below average ultimate. Maybe it's just because I'm console. Titan Impact doesn't work. Atomic Entry doesn't work. Omni Blitz does not do enough damage. Thunderdome has a 30-second cooldown. Why? I'm sorry, I'm pressed. So on console, you can't aim Titan Impact. You can't turn Atomic Entry fast enough to kill people. It really annoys me. So atomic entry, the longer you're flying in it, the more damage it does. So you have to constantly turn it around your enemies. But there's a bug where if you hit a wall, then you go into the air and miss all of it. Titan Impact doesn't do enough damage. Omni Blitz is like the only good move, and Thunderdome has a 30-second cooldown. Enough about the ultimate though. The base is probably one of the best wall combo bases in the entire game. And for 2s and 3s it's pretty good because you can always get enemies off your teammates. And it's more reliable than Superman.
So say you're playing 2v2s and your teammate is a Vader. Um, the match just started. The other person hasn't loaded in yet. Vader chokes the person that loads in. The person evades out at the end of Vader choke. You fly at them with Omni Man when they're not looking at you, and they die.
And that's why he's so good in teams. In ones he's more predictable, so he probably go down to C. But for 2s and 3s he really excels with helping his teammates.
I will stand by the fact that Omni Man is a bad 1v1 character.
Yeah.
You can PB everything pretty easily. The only move that's hard to PB is the clap. I don't have.
And
the
you can't
type.
PB the grab.
Oh, but why are you getting hit by the grab?
I mean, if you're against a wall from all the other moves.
Well, yeah, but then you're not
See,
gonna PB
Vegeta-
anything.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna move on so we don't keep yapping about these guys. Steve Vegeta is an average base with with a tiny bit above average ultimate, but he wins games because he has the one shot, and it's pretty solid to be fair. But he's nothing special.
Yeah, I think if we have Z Goku in B, we'll have Z Vegeta in B.
We just have Z Goku higher because we think he's a better base.
Since we're doing C now, I'm just gonna throw these guys in here.
If you'd put them pre-nerf, they'd be... I think Sonic was S tier and no one realised it until Skelepoop started playing Sonic. I tried to put Sonic out in S tier so many times, but everyone would just shut me down until Skelepoop started playing him.
Yeah.
And then that started the purge of Sonic players, and then that started the purge of EU. So...
Oh yeah.
I'm fine with where he is.
When the Sonic nerf was proposed, I said something about Sonic not needing a nerf, and that caused the Great Purge. Apologies for that. But now that Sonic has been nerfed, I think he's unplayable dog shit in 1v1s. I don't know how good he is in teams because I don't see him anymore.
In teams he isn't bad, he still has a good ult that can wipe a good few amount of people. And you can still do the refresh thing, where your ult charge goes into base.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Plus his drive striking, he's just pretty good damage in Chip Zoner. He's better than King Mickey, but also because he's more counterable, I think he should C. And 2011X could fine well go down to D tier for meta. Actually, no, put him in F tier, honestly god. Like, looking at him now, he's Sonic base, which is underwhelming. And he has an ultimate that you're never going to get. I watched Blue Shoru, who's probably the best 2011X player. And it's just unviable. Every time you're going to get the lowest points. The ultimate does not fuck... You can't fuck with the ultimate in teams. Because you die once, and you're out. And no one even needs to pay attention to you. So I think you could go to D. What I proposed is...
Well, I want to keep the Sonic next to each other just for visual, but
okay, that's fine if you want to do that. But realistically, he goes D because he needs a buff. I propose that he gets only 20% of his ult drained whenever he dies, but you also nerf the hunt and the damage of his other 3 moves. But to be fair, if you're gonna nerf the hunt, Omat himself needs to do it, so it's not biased for Sonic players and Sonic haters.
Please give us pre-nerf spin dash back. Please.
No.
Give me 8 damage spin dash that goes through block back, bro.
Make it so one kick guard breaks, but you can PB it. Fair?
But one kick is so ass.
Okay. Before we do anything else, put Saitama in F tier. I know we're meant to be doing this from the top to the bottom, but
I'll put him in D. I don't think he's F tier. I don't think he's F tier.
Okay, for the record, Adam Smasher has a better base than Saitama, but he doesn't have an ultimate, even though Saitama's ultimate fucking sucks ass.
Oh, it's a guaranteed stock.
Shut the fuck up. It's evadable, by the way.
No,
You
no, no,
get
no,
about
no, no,
one
no, no, no,
stock.
no, 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 no. If you uppercut and then immediately serious punch, they can't evade it in time because they're ragdolled from uppercut.
Ah, I see.
Uh, every other move sucks
How often
immediate
do you
dick.
land uppercut outside of teams? Have you ever landed uppercut as
I
Saitama
don't.
once? No, nigga, have you ever played Saitama once?
Yes, actually, there was a point where I was fighting a bunch of bronze players, so I'd fuck around on like Saitama, or like some other stupid characters. I think I played Batman in that era like a lot. The thing about Saitama,
Mhm.
um, his base is unredeemable dick because his only engage is so easy to perfect block. If you've ever gotten hit by Flicker Punch, you can get the timing to PB it really easily. Um, and then without Flicker Punch, he doesn't have an engage, so his base is just super dick. But his
Okay.
ultimate isn't the worst because you have a guaranteed stock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Anyway, I'm gonna say Broly and Saitama are playable. You're just not gonna win with them, no, unless your team carries you, and you're
Yeah,
not
I
winning with
agree
them
with
in
that.
ones.
I agree with that. I don't think you're winning games on either of those characters consistently.
But you might be able to win a few games with them. Back to C tier. Goku, I think, goes there. Goku, Gojo, and Mickey.
For the record, I think King Mickey has the potential to be a B tier character. He has some really high damage output if you land everything correctly. But that's hard to do. I don't think a new player should be picking up Mickey. I don't know why he's a starter. Um, I guess it's just because he's iconic, but I don't. I think he's pretty. I think he's the hardest starter to play. You can PB Hammer Slam, whatever that move's called. You can PB Pie, but it's really hard to be honest. I think Hammer is easier to perfect block. Uh,
Yeah.
like Mickey's a
And then I
cool.
think, oh my bad. I think as for F tier, Mario. Oh well, I was gonna say Mario goes to the top of F tier,
No, I think Mario is not that bad.
and then the
Honestly,
other two go D tier as well.
uh, uh, well, Aang is unplayable on console actually.
Well, yeah, the same thing can be said for Omni-Man though.
Yeah, but at least Omni-Man has a good base. Aang base is like
Yeah.
decent at best.
I'm based is below average. It's got good combos, but you're not landing those combos very often.
Yeah, and then
The ult has like one good move, and that's the Furnace Pam.
honestly, I'd argue that Mario is C tier. Um, a good Mario is really strong, but I guess there's not a lot of good Marios.
Yeah. And also his base is underwhelming compared to other people's.
I,
And Rengoku doesn't have a changed ultimate, so he can't really be higher than needs a slight buff. I'm not saying that like I don't even know what to do with Rengoku actually. I don't know.
I think I think you should make Rengoku like Ichigo's Final Getsuga, where his fourth move is basically a guaranteed stock. I
Oh
th-
well, what I was gonna say is I think I miss my wife, and then old Rengoku is what I want back because what it would do is once you popped it, it freezes everyone on the map. Like you couldn't move after you popped Rengoku, and then once the tiger was done, you could move. Obviously, that's a guaranteed stock, but you
yeah,
also die. So it's like at least it's fair for Rengoku who can trade ults, and then that way it's just a matter of whose base is better, even though Rengoku suck. So that's probably a matter of who's more skillful. I wouldn't mind that.
yeah. I actually really like Rengoku as a character. I just don't think he's very good. He
Yeah,
does have a perfect
Orphan
block
Piccolo.
move.
Orphan Piccolo fucking sucks.
Uh,
Anyway, that's our tier list.
yeah. Let me go a little deeper on Orphan Piccolo. You can up tilt dap up, so the move's fucking useless. Key Blast lost its armor and it's blockable. Masenko is blockable. Auraform is very punishable if you know the timing.
Yeah.
And his awakening never fucking lands.
Unless you're playing Ichigo and your name's the Dark Somnium.
Listen. I got okay. Listen, I'll go into this story. I was playing Ichigo. I was using my Ichigo awakening. I was not looking at Aura Farm Piccolo, and he popped Special Beam Cannon. I don't play video games with audio. I usually have my headphones connected to something else. So, I was playing Ichigo, I got hit by Special Beam Cannon because I wasn't looking at it and I couldn't hear it. Anyone would get hit by it in that situation. You can go suck my dick. Anytime I fight a Piccolo, now, after that, I turn my audio on, and it's free wins. But
Okay. Yeah, that sums up. Also, I'll have one more funny story to share. Me and Somnium are queuing with Blue Shower, and we were queuing against Xander. No, I think it was Xander, Mega, and Kai.
no, it was
am I wrong?
Xander, Mega, Kai, and a random. No, Xander, Mega,
No,
and a random. Xander, Mega, and a
no,
random.
it was Kai and Mega. It was Kai and Mega, because I remember it. And there was two Davids. Yeah, I remember that match. There was two Davids, and
Well, no, because the David was a random. It wasn't Kai.
no, one of them was Mega, and then the other
One of them
it
was
doesn't
Mega.
matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Point is, they did nothing the whole game. Blue Shore did nothing the whole game on Doom. He randomly pops God Emperor Doom after we finished their ultimates, and then gets Black Hole immediately. And
Well,
we still
that
won
was
the
a
game.
different fucking match.
I don't know. I've not got a good memory. Anyway,
Okay, listen.
Let's suck my dick if you don't like it. Bye.